Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy Coach DC coming back at you today with another video, and I thought we'd start this video off with a little bit of EA insanity. As you see, a game I played last night in my league. Top screen to the left is my guy BFL Third. That's his broadcast, which was on Twitch. This is a replay. I was just looking at it after the game. And so as I'm going back through, I recorded the game as well. When I'm going back through my recording, I noticed that on his broadcast, we have on white jerseys, and on my broadcast, we have on orange jerseys. So I would love for one of you technical geniuses to explain that one, because that is alarming. I'm just gonna say that, because that makes me think a lot of other stuff. So yeah. Somebody from EA get back at me. Yeah, right. All right, man. So as we get into these last 4 days or whatever before the cycle starts with the college football be kicking off the cycle, thought I'd talk a little bit about the defensive clock in technique and what the defensive clock in technique is for you new people. It's something I came up with, actually originated in the Bible, the original Mechanics Bible. And what it does is it helps to enhance the reaction of the players that you don't control, your AI players. It works with the run and with the pass. And also it may depend a lot on, the guy that you have in the area. And so you see how my guys really, when the ball is in the air, you notice they're kind of always maybe downhill or kind of on the attack. They're not standing around just drifting, just watching the ball. And Lord knows, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But when you do this right, and no, I'm not telling you what it is. It's in the Bible, or it's going to be in the Madden26. You want to find out what it is? Yeah. Get the Madden26, get one of your one of these virtuals that are going to come out next week with the with the college football guy. It was a nasty move. But I say that to say that with the advent of the custom stem feature, the custom stem feature to me is kind of like an extension of the defensive clock in technique. So if you know the defensive clock in technique, there's ways to slow down your back pedal of your let's say your deep third or deep blue guys. It was kind of a way that I was using to kind of hold him in place at certain points during a pass play, or to be a little bit faster reacting to something during a run play. But right now we're talking about the pass, and so you'll just see in these highlights how my guys don't stand around, but you'll notice that in a lot of these clips, I'm not controlling the guys. Like some of those plays like that, when you throw that little RPO or whatever like that, that guy just kind of stands there. And so what you want is for your AI players to be just as aware as you are. In a perfect world, I know that's not going to happen, but once you perfect the technique, you'll start to see, certain reactions from people. And if you can anticipate and kind of read what the offense is doing, you'll know where to cheat your guys. And so it's just a combination of button, stick, and a few other things. And so just something that's going to be really better react. I think it's going to be, from the beta that I saw, unless the beta changes, the reaction of using the defensive clock in technique was like much better, especially with the linebackers. I noticed it immediately with the linebackers and their reaction, especially in the running game, and equally with the RPOs. And so one thing that's going to be good about this game, and I've said it already, is the tools that the game is going to give you to combat, the offense and the things that you see. Y'all know I manually press. We still have switch stick. We're gonna have the route commit stuff. We're gonna have the safety alignment the safety alignment feature, how to customize your safeties, line up, pinch, close, all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna go into a whole bunch of that right now, but there's some very favorable settings, and there are favorable settings for each situation. So I know y'all have seen some videos where I gave up a bomb at the end of the half, even though I'm in prevent. And so now you can actually move your safeties back. You know what I'm saying? So I can move them back 30 yards. I can pull them up. It's all kind of stuff. And so it's going to be interesting because a lot of that stuff is pre-snap. It's done in pre-snap. So it's done, in your adjustments. And so what that's going to do in my brain is that's going to give me time to make more actual play adjustments or zone adjustments or custom stems to guys. And so knowing what your opponent is doing, understanding formation and how to line up against it, I think is just going to be really interesting to see how a lot of people react to the tools, because the tools can actually keep you in a game, or the tools, you may not be the best user control guy or whatever, but if you're really good at making adjustments and you're really good at reading routes and understanding concepts, then you're going to have a shot in this game, because the shading and all the stuff, or at least from what I see, especially with the college, I've definitely seen it work in the college. And so in the Madden, it worked as well. I think there was still a few little kinks, but again, just understanding the difference between route committing and shading. And so that'll be something that I'll explain like on one of those early virtuals next week, because if you understand that, what it'll do is it'll prevent you, it'll teach you how to play the hashes, or when the ball's on the wide side of the field, and you can start to come up with much better concepts about how to stop certain routes and flood concepts and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting year, to say the least. I think this is gonna be a big year of adjustment, especially for us Madden guys. The college game does have a lot of different stuff to it, and so again, I still have not decided whether I'm gonna do a guide or not. I don't know. But you see, like when I put my guys in position, just watch the reaction from this AI guy. Just watch that. So he just comes in, runs the route perfectly for Kittle and gets the pick. And so, of course, a lot of this stuff always is going to depend upon your guy and his attributes. This year, fortunately, it seems to be more about the actual player attributes than it is about the abilities. And so we'll see as time goes on. Hopefully, we won't cry our way out of it, and you know what I'm saying, things will go relatively smoothly. I'm still concerned about some of the functionality stuff with the custom zones, and it's just a thing. I just think they should just take the momentum stuff out of the game altogether, but that's an opinion for another day. Anyway, man, y'all enjoy your day. It's your boy Coach. I'm out.